Seconds away, clash on the coast. Thousands demand reopening OC beaches. A judge's new ruling tonight won't make them happy. Plus, deadly carnage on a SoCal street. The triple fatal crash in 60 seconds.
USA! USA! Fight for your rights! Fight for your rights!
Clash at the coast. Nearly 3,000 people turning out in Huntington Beach to protest the governor's order to close OC beaches. Those protesters demanding an end to the state's stay-at-home order and calling for the surf and sand to remain open. This is Eyewitness News at 11. Good evening. I'm Michelle Tuzzi.
I'm Mark Brown, and we begin with tonight's big headlines in the battle against the coronavirus. New coronavirus cases continuing to rise in LA County. The county reporting today 1,065 new cases. That's the 6th highest day for new cases. LA County and Long Beach reporting a total of 104 deaths, the 4th highest day for fatalities. Local health leaders now saying 1 out of every 5 people who get infected with COVID end up in the hospital, many of those fighting to stay alive. Some of the nation's top infectious disease researchers saying COVID-19 will continue to spread for the next 18 months to 2 years, when they predict 60 to 70% of people will have been infected and herd immunity will start to slow the pandemic spread. They also recommend the United States prepare for a possible second wave of COVID infections this fall and winter, and that will bring more deaths.
Tonight at 11, May 1st protests happening across the state of California, from Huntington Beach to downtown Los Angeles and San Bernardino to Sacramento. These protesters are calling for an end to the state's stay-at-home orders, and thousands of protesters gathered near the pier in Surf City, USA, protesting the closure of OC beaches. Eyewitness News reporter Leanne Suter has that story from Huntington Beach.
The battle to reopen Orange County beaches is continuing in the courts, but for now, they remain closed as the two sides remain at odds. Huntington Beach shut down along with all other Orange County beaches after the governor deemed it too dangerous to keep them open. Huntington Beach and Dana Point both going to court to try to reverse the sudden closure.
We argued that California residents have a constitutional right to access and enjoy the beaches along our coastline, and that the governor lacked legal authority to close the beaches and provided little to no justification.
The judge denying the temporary injunction, but ordering both sides back to court in just over a week, leaving the beaches off limits for now.
Fight for your rights! Fight for your rights!
And thousands of protesters voicing their frustrations, demanding the beaches and the economy reopen immediately.
We are the government. We tell the governor what to do. It's we, the people.
Governor Newsom ordering Orange County beaches closed after tens of thousands headed to the shore last weekend, saying the lack of social distancing puts Californians at risk of continuing to spread the virus. But he did hint that changes may be coming.
If we have the kind of weekend that I hope and expect we will, where we don't see those huge crowds descend, then we're going to be in a position as early as Monday, Tuesday, I hope, to make some announcements.
City leaders in Huntington Beach say the governor's actions go too far.
We felt it was unwarranted and not supported by the data, that public health data. In terms of Orange County, actually has some of the lowest mortality rates in California.
Police say they will be out in force this weekend enforcing the beach closure. That battle in court will continue May 11th. In Huntington Beach, Leanne Suter, ABC7 Eyewitness News.
Protesters demanding an end to the Inland Empire's lockdown could be getting what they want very soon.
Open California! Open California!
This was the scene in San Bernardino today, where the Riverside County Board of Supervisors will discuss a plan to begin reopening the economy. A vote is expected on Tuesday on whether to rescind all local health orders. One of the supervisors pushing for reopening says masks would no longer be required in public and people would not be required to stay 6 feet apart. Governor Gavin Newsom's order, though, would remain in effect. One county in Northern California is back open for business tonight in defiance of the governor's stay-at-home order. Modoc County is located in the northeast part of the state and has 0 cases of COVID-19. Modoc is the first county in the state to reopen non-essential businesses. Restaurants there will only operate at half capacity, and right now no one there is required to wear a mask when out in public. County officials say they didn't hear from the governor's office, but they are going by his indications for reopening. It can be hard with so many people dying of COVID-19. We have to remember, though, that more than 1 million people around the world have recovered from the disease. Let's get more now from Eyewitness News reporter Jory Rand with more on the stories of survival. Jory?
Yeah, that's right, Mark. You know, last night we brought you the story of a family devastated after the death of a family member. Tonight's story could have been another one. It got so bad the family was making preparations for his death, but in the end, he pulled through. And today we were able to speak with the whole family.
It was a real close call for my brother. He escaped death many times.
A month ago, David March of La Habra entered the hospital with COVID-19. He is still in the hospital today.
I feel wonderful as far as considering April 1st, I was on a life support for about 3 weeks.
David, a National Hall of Fame bowler who loves to fish and ride his Harley, fell ill in late March.
It was pretty scary because he tested positive, and then I did, and my father did.
But David had it the worst. He was admitted to the hospital April 1st. The next day, he was put on a ventilator in an induced coma where he would remain for 17 days.
He's had kidney failure. He's had a small stroke.
I don't remember 4 weeks out of my life.
But finally, some good news.
They just told me right now that yesterday's test came back negative. I'm like, yes, thank God.
And now he's on the road to recovery, though it's going to be a long way back.
After they took him off the ventilator on the 19th of April, he started coming around. They woke him up. He was able to slowly start talking again and move his fingers.
David still needs dialysis 3 times a week and physical therapy 5 times a week, and his family still has to talk to him over the phone. But given there was a time they were preparing for life without him, that is just fine.
Our whole family is so excited to be able to talk to him on the phone each day and hear his voice.
The family has set up a GoFundMe account to help pay for some of those medical expenses that will continue moving forward, but they all wanted to say they appreciate and want to thank the staff at St. Jude Medical Center in Fullerton. They say they literally saved his life. Reporting live tonight, Jory Rand, ABC7 Eyewitness News.
Very happy to hear he is recovering. Jory, thank you. The Food and Drug Administration fast-tracked its approval of REMDESIVIR, the first treatment to show promise in the fight against COVID-19. A government study of patients hospitalized with coronavirus found the experimental Ebola drug shortened the recovery time for patients from 15 days to 11. The company that makes the medication says it's donating the current stock and boosting production to make more. Grocery workers at the Rock and Roll Ralph's on Sunset in Hollywood held a social distancing rally today. They're calling for better safety protections to stop the spread of COVID-19. The location has had 21 confirmed cases of coronavirus among its employees, and that's the most of any supermarket in California. The store says it's had 3 deep cleans over the last several weeks. In a statement, Ralph's told ABC7 in part, "We are in communication with our associates that have tested positive to assist in their needs. Our thoughts are with them as they recover, and we wish them well."
The Honda Center parking lot in Anaheim, typically filled with fans getting ready for a Stanley Cup playoff game or maybe a rock concert this time of year. Of course, in these times of COVID-19, things are different. In fact, the place has become something of a wedding venue. Eyewitness News reporter Eileen Frere has the story in Anaheim.
I give you this ring.
I give you this ring.
And with this ring.
And with this ring.
I be wed.
I be wed.
Tying the knot during a COVID-19 pandemic. Masks for the bride and groom.
I marry you.
County staff protected inside what used to be ticket booths in the parking lot of the Honda Center in Anaheim.
You may now kiss. It wasn't what I imagined it to be, but, you know.
We got to work with what we have during a pandemic.
The Orange County Clerk Recorder Hugh Wynn says his office was among the first in the U.S. to begin offering civil marriage ceremonies and marriage licenses while practicing physical distancing beginning back in mid-April.
The first day we had 10,000 phone calls. The demand has been overwhelming.
Wynn says the demand has more than doubled, now handling more than 130 appointments a day. Couples from more than 25 states, previously planned weddings canceled by stay-at-home orders.
We were supposed to marry April 10th in Vegas, but unfortunately everything got canceled.
We wanted to get married before the baby come out.
There are restrictions. For ceremonies, only the couple and one witness allowed. It's also by appointment only. And soon, another option. Governor Gavin Newsom signed an executive order this week to allow adults to obtain marriage licenses via video conferencing. Wynn says his office is now working on guidelines for that as they continue to offer in-person services.
The clerk recorder says they still have appointments available between May 21st and May 29th, and they may extend that if there's demand. In Anaheim, Eileen Fryer, ABC7 Eyewitness News.
A triple murder suspect is back in San Bernardino County after being extradited from Colorado. 35-year-old Luis Gabriel Lucero returned to Southern California after being apprehended out of state yesterday. Lucero allegedly killed 42-year-old Erlinda Villarreal and two boys ages 12 and 9. Their bodies were found in Apple Valley on Wednesday. Lucero is being held at the West Valley Detention Center without bail. Now at 11, a tragic scene tonight in South LA. A violent multi-car crash has left 3 people dead. When officers got to the scene, they say they found one car overturned and debris scattered all across the road. Investigators say several of the victims were ejected from their cars. This happened on Imperial Highway and Compton Boulevard. Police have shut down the area to investigate that collision.
The Glendora Police Department is explaining how someone can be arrested and released 3 times in one day. They blame California's zero bail policy during the coronavirus emergency. Starting Wednesday morning, Dijon Landrum stole a car, stole property, then stole another car after leading multiple agencies in a pursuit. He was cited and released each time. New photos proving North Korean dictator Kim Jong-un is alive. The North's official state media released these pictures of Kim's first public appearance in 20 days. He attended the ribbon cutting of a new fertilizer factory near Pyongyang. Rumors began swirling that Kim was very ill or even dead after he missed the April 15th birthday celebration of his late grandfather and state founder Kim Il-sung, the country's most important holiday. New at 11, an update to a heartbreaking story. 24 cats rescued from a hot car. Tonight, a new twist and a shocking investigation. And we are all wearing masks when we go out for protection during the pandemic. But how do we protect our skin from breakouts? And a prom dream come true tonight. How a pop-up prom makes it a night to remember for dozens of students.
Hi there, I'm Danny Romero in for Dallas Rains. Beautiful sunsets. What about the weekend and the heat coming again? I'll tell you about that with a 7-day forecast in just a bit.
Share with #ABC7 Eyewitness. We're all in this together.
Now at 11, only days after officers rescued those 24 cats from a sweltering car in Ontario, they're called back to the same hotel and find dozens more. Police say they discovered 42 cats, all trapped by the suspect. 18 were inside the suspect's room, and 24 dead cats were found in a storage container on the property. The suspect is now charged with animal cruelty. The rescued cats will be available for foster or adoption at the Inland Valley Humane Society and SPCA.
With face coverings now part of our daily wardrobe, so are the side effects of wearing them. Maskne is becoming a thing as the weather gets hotter. ABC7 talked to a dermatologist about ways to avoid skin damage to your face. If you use a cloth mask, the doctor recommended washing it daily. And you should also use an exfoliating wash twice a day. The doctor also recommended using a weekly at-home peel or mask to help clear out pores. So your regimen just got a little bit more regimented. Danny Romero here to talk about how the weather is, I don't know if it's going to cooperate with this or not, Danny.
Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to see the temperatures drop down a little bit, so it makes it a little bit less worrisome to wear that mask, I guess. But again, wear it for safety. Sunset on Long Beach tonight, a gorgeous shot there. Here's 11 o'clock hour at Long Beach, and we're seeing a little coolness coming in. The marine layer doing its job nights and mornings. 65 right now at Long Beach. Move now to the inland spots. How about Burbank? Also a cool night settling in. 66 degrees there, and downtown also on the cool side. 67 degrees now after a day where we reached a high of 79. So close to our average of 74, but we're going to go so far past that again before we're all said and done. We're going to watch this for the weekend. That's this trough of low pressure moving down, increasing the onshore flow. There you can see that pretty strong with us through the weekend. But next week, Monday into Tuesday, now right there, you can see just the beginning of another ridge of high pressure. That will move into place, and we'll get more of an offshore flow, and that means temps back up again, and yes, to the 90s. But tonight, enjoy this. 50s in Fillmore, Santa Clarita, 50 to 56. We're going 45 for Wrightwood tonight, 53 for Palmdale. 60s, though, popping up in Redondo Beach, Inglewood. Also 58 for Long Beach, 58 for Anaheim. And a somewhat chilly 39 for Big Bear tonight, 49 for Beaumont. Then you see 50s from Irvine to Lake Elsinore, Temecula to Dana Point. Then tomorrow, again, a warm day. Nothing blazing hot, unless you're Palm Springs, 95, but even that below the triple digits we saw earlier in the week. So we're seeing 80s in Temecula, Lake Elsinore, Riverside at 83, 84 for San Bernardino. We go low 80s from Encino to Glendale 81s to 82 and 83 in Covina and Ontario. And on the coast, Redondo Beach goes to 73, Huntington Beach goes to 74, Long Beach to 75, Malibu to 74. So nice on the coast once the clouds move out. And the inland spots get in some of that cooler air so the temps stay comfortable. 81. Redondo Beach goes to 73, Huntington Beach goes to 74, Long Beach to 75, Malibu to 74. So nice on the coast once the clouds move out. And the inland spots get in some of that cooler air so the temps stay comfortable. 81 Ojai, same for Santa Clarita, and 83s in Fillmore and Northridge. Simi Valley 81 as well, and Thousand Oaks tops off at 76. So let's look ahead now on the AccuWeather 7-day, the weekend first. There's those numbers close to 74, right? 79, 77 for Saturday and Sunday. Those morning clouds keeping those temps down. But now we get to Monday, less of that morning cloud cover, temps start to rise up. By Tuesday, Wednesday, no marine layer at all. Look at those temps jump. Yep, those are 90s for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday through downtown and the basin. The Valleys, Inland Empire, a mild weekend, low 80s for Saturday and Sunday, kind of breezy as well, mostly sunny skies. Here comes the warm-up, jump to 86, and here we go. Back to the 90s again. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, we're showing 95 here. Some spots could get to near 100, 97, 98 around Woodland Hills, possibly. Beach spots, we're going to go those morning clouds thick, and then the afternoon sunshine fights through, go low 70s there. And then a little more sunshine earlier, we go mid-70s, and wait, hang on. More heat coming. Beaches get to the 80s Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. The mountain spots, gorgeous for the weekend. Clear skies, 60s the highs there. Nighttime, a little chilly in the 30s. But come next week, 70s pushing towards 80 in the mountains by the end of the week. In the high desert, we're going to see a mild 81, 79 for the weekend. And then there, too, the heat comes back. 87 Tuesday, Wednesday, and by Thursday and Friday, Mark and Michelle, 90s again.
Ugh.
All yours.
Okay, Danny, thank you. Now at 11, the pandemic has canceled proms, but people are getting creative to help seniors celebrate. Check out this prom-themed drive-by parade in Sherman Oaks this evening. Students from Viewpoint and Buckley schools were invited to enjoy a safe, social distance drive-by prom featuring live music, photo ops, and entertainment. A car stopped at the corner. The seniors got out wearing masks and had their photos taken from 6 feet away.
Wow. Well, here's an emotional scene as healthcare workers working at the Kaiser Permanente in West LA on the night shift and first responders thanked each other for the hard work they're doing in the coronavirus fight. Our photojournalist Ryan Todd captured the parade.
On behalf of the Los Angeles Police Department from Wilshire Station, a heartfelt thank you for what you do. On behalf of Kaiser Permanente, West Los Angeles, I want to thank all of our first responders who are our heroes, our LAPD, Los Angeles Police Department, and our LA Fire Department for visiting us this evening. Thank you guys. We're all of like minds. I think we put it out there. You guys are risking a lot, and I really appreciate your commitment and dedication to helping others. Thank you guys so much. Thank you.
We can't thank these heroes enough. Coming up, what is Starbucks going to look like when it finally reopens? We have a sneak peek from South Korea.
They've been waiting to see you. Loyalty.
Apple CEO Tim Cook says a few Apple stores
from his house, new all this week on ABC.
Apple CEO Tim Cook says a few Apple stores could reopen in the U.S. in the first half of this month. Cook said decisions to reopen will be made city by city, depending on local circumstances. Apple closed all of its U.S. locations in March as the coronavirus spread, and since then, the Bay Area tech giant has only reopened a single store in South Korea. Rob Fukuzaki will be up next with tonight's sports.
ABC7's AccuWeather is sponsored by your Southern California Chevy dealers. During these
It's time for the Spectrum Sports Report.
A federal judge here in California has issued a pretty heavy blow to the U.S. women's soccer team in their quest for equal pay. Rob Fukuzaki joins us now from his home with sports. Hey, Rob.
Hey there, Mark. Good evening, everybody. Hope you're having a great Friday. You know, the U.S. women's soccer team rarely loses a match on the pitch, but they took a big loss today in their fight for equal pay as a California federal judge sided with U.S. Soccer. The players filed a lawsuit claiming they have not been paid equally to the men's team, asking for more than $66 million in damages under the Equal Pay Act. The judge threw out the claim today, citing an undisputed fact that from 2015 to 2019, the women's national team average total payments were more than the men's. The judge is allowing another part of the case to go forward. Allegation of discriminatory travel accommodations and medical services. The players say they plan to appeal the judge's decision. NBA Commissioner Adam Silver and the Board of Governors met today. No decision on when to resume play, but they did vote to postpone two May events set for Chicago, the draft lottery and the draft combine. They also discussed delaying the start of the 2020-2021 season until December, with its conclusion late July or early August. That would allow this season to end sometime in September or October. Because of our current state, high schools are finding different ways to celebrate the accomplishments of their seniors. Tonight, Mater Dei hosted a live signing ceremony on their YouTube channel to celebrate the student athletes who are continuing their careers at the collegiate level. And the Kentucky Derby was scheduled for this Sunday, but it's been moved to September 5th. But there will be a computer simulated race on Sunday that will pit all 13 Triple Crown winners against each other. Secretariat is listed as a favorite at 7-2. Citation is second at 4-1. Affirm and Seattle Slew are 5-1. Back in 1973, the Belmont Stakes, Secretariat won by a whopping 31 lengths with a world record time of 2 minutes, 24 seconds. I tell you something, that's amazing. On a 1.5 mile track, Michelle, I don't think that will ever be broken again, unless it's a video game. Have a great weekend, everybody. Back to you, Michelle.
Rob, thank you. Jimmy Kimmel Live is just 4 minutes away, and we have a preview next.
Keep sharing. We're all in this together. ABC Afternoons. In 1 hour, what you need to know.
The answers you need, the information you want.
This afternoon at 1 Eastern, 12 Central and Pacific on ABC.
Are you missing your morning stop at Starbucks? Well, here's a peek at what a visit to the coffee giant could look like in the era of physical distancing. This is a Starbucks in South Korea, and you can see there are fewer places to sit and tape marks on the floor to indicate where you should stand in line. There is also new signage making everyone aware of the current policies about face masks and physical distancing. Mark?
Hey, Michelle, Jimmy Kimmel Live is just a minute away.
And he is standing by with a look at tonight's show.
My daughter did my makeup tonight.
They love to eat here when they have lunch. And I just finished lunch, and now they are here, and they just like to participate a little bit with the lunch. I hope you don't mind.
And there's Arnold. Well, that's it for us here at 11 o'clock. Eyewitness News returns tomorrow at 5 a.m.
And remember, you can get your news 24 hours a day by downloading the ABC7 Los Angeles app and by following ABC7 on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Thanks for watching. Have a great night, everyone.